Howdy folks, this is Manic Mark, your real fake outsider artist, coming to you from the bunker system located underneath the art villa found somewhere in the jungles of the Midwest. Happy holidays. I'm back to you today, and you're probably saying, today, well, aren't those the same clothes you had on yesterday? And I just say that yes they are, because Manic Mark gets in his manic moods and he stays up most of the night working. Goes to sleep for a few hours on the couch and just gets up and goes back to work. Why? Because I love what I do. So I got up this morning and with this pressure on me to redo. This is Redew. This is a redo video. Redo. And I'm redoing the 11 frame paintings that I've already done before I did the other one that I did, the big one. And that worked out so well, and that was what I bought those frames for, and I had to work up to it, that I redoed the first series of paintings, and they're all here. This is like Mark's long painting series, which is going to last for about a half an hour before I cut it up. So what I'm going to do, but look at that. What a great abstract painting. I'm so proud of myself. I'll have to cut that out. You can't be too proud of yourself, or people go, oh, who does he think he is? He's getting too full of himself. Look at that Christmas sweater. Who does he think he is? Mr. Holiday cheer? I can go like this. But I'm going to do it like this because I've still got a problem with orientation, meaning, you know, stuff that's usually up, it's up. It's like how you're born. You're born standing up, faces are up, things are just up. Everything's up, hardly anything's upside down. Because we don't, that's not our perspective on life. So I translate that. But as an artist, it's part of a job as an artist is to look at things upside down. Now I want you to know that, because that's part of our job, is that we look at things upside down. So this would be like totally upside down. This is like partially upside down, maybe 80% upside down. So I'm going to cut these things up and put them back in the frames and put them all back on my website, and that's going to be half a day, and I'll be tired, and I'm going to have a sandwich at around 2 in the afternoon. Say a sandwich. 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 And maybe I'll have a cup of coffee. I got to get more wound up. I got to get wound up.
Wound up like this, like this.
I have to cut all that out. That was really bad. I went on a rant there. I'm going to do this, the naming, the Manic Mark abstract long painting name game. Because each one of these is going to be a panel. Let's just name them right now, because I'm going to have to name them later on when I put them on my website. So I'm just going to do it live on camera. So this came from the LP Kalaman. Gunther Kalaman, the German horrible singing group. So this painting is going to be called Gunther, and this painting is Bad Tangent. I'll remember about that, Bad Tangent, which came from the Gunther album. It was the cigarette and this light. Anyway, they were all put. It was horrible. It was a bad tangent. So Bad Tangent. This is Star Child. How I came up with that, I have no idea. There's something. There's some theory that there's these kids walking around the earth that are alien, hybrid, whatever. They're taking over the world because they're super smart alien children that sort of look like humans. And this is called Teeth, or Bad Tooth. Bad Tooth. This will be called Bad Tooth, even though I wrote the word teeth on it. This came from the Slimnastics. No, was that the Calisthenic? That could have, yeah, the early 60s Calisthenic record. So that was like the guy. There was the guy and the girl. So this will be Mr. Slimnastic and Mrs. Slimnastic. Let's just go on to the next one. This one is Beat Me with a Hammer. Oh, that's 3. This is Whipnastic. Maybe this should be Mrs. This could be like Mr. and Mrs. Whipnastic Amorphodite exercise record. Mr. and Mrs. Amorphodite that won't even fit. I don't know. Record. Yeah, that was sweet. And then Supermodel on the, let's just call it Marimba Supermodel. And this will be high-heeled steel-toe work boot. That's right. That was one of my favorite ones. I do all these things with shoes. You'd think I have a fetish, but I really don't. I have a very limited selection of shoes, and I don't care. And then here's a space alien with feet stocks. That's right, feet stocks on a space alien. And then you have the silver shoe painting, which also came from it was like the giant shoe, the giant silver shoe. But the first thing I noticed is kind of weird is she has this giant silver foot, this giant foot with a silver shoe on it. On the Supermodel, on the Gunter Kallman record, that's where that came from. That's much better. So there you go, it's the Manicstract name game. Of course, you feel free to name these. If you come up with a better name for any of these, I will use it, and I will credit you if I could remember. Do you like my sweater? It's wonderful. I love bad Christmas sweaters. There's this whole thing, and I didn't know it. I was just found a couple of them looking for stuff. Like, those are wonderful. But apparently, there's this whole thing about horrible Christmas sweaters, and people pay big money for them. They love them. Why aren't there more of them out there? Why doesn't somebody just manufacture them? There's something somebody can do, because I didn't see any of it. There needs to be a company out there that manufactures horrible Christmas sweaters, designs them to be horrible, and manufactures them at a reasonable cost, and then they can sell them, and people will buy them and resell them for even less money on eBay. Then that's when I'll buy them, because they're wonderful. I love them. It puts me in the Christmas spirit. That's right. Thanks, folks, and I hope you're no more afraid now than when you click the clicky thing. See ya.